help you today, Clive? Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable... Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the action.
I'm sorry I could...
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits.
I hope so.
Look at us. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find...
You believe...
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if...
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more... Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be...
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better And on the sixth day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful... But I dare say you remember your childhood...
You think they're connected?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would assert.
There is nothing to...
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said. Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss that you will forgive?
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive. We have a...
Only one.
It would. We had as many owls arrive while Martha's got a Akashic out her gates and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach. But
And don't forget...
Whenever.
they're fucking poor. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make it, which means...
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on it.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. The Imperial army must have tired of their pets. But if they won't feed them, neither will I. Straight home now. This beast isn't to be trifled with. Let's go. Safe. Back to the stables, go.
Darth.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflamme under a flood.
And we're next.
Four left for more when the captain. God, let's help us.
I can't do it.
But you can.
The Lord.
We received the dead. There have been sightings of strange.
With the blue eyes. They've taken some... Okay.
And what have you?
Oh.
Then we'll look for.
We could leave.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been... What more would you have?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to them and protect them I shall. In case you... But more than that, your sister, so you have a choice.
She speaks the truth here.
What we have...
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. I'll have a word with her.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to...
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need...
Ah, like you. The way the survivors...
That thing?
Did you see the
creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then...
Do you remember where...
On the road.
It's all right.
Don't leave me, Pa.
You're a pike, Minnie.
I've got family and more, and a pack of them glowing.
Leave that to.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
I truly am.
Run like the wind. Look! I see them. With me!
Should I try?
Save your strength.
There are always more. You have the town?
Don't think it's there will.
Oh, is
Yeah.
the...
It's not the most... Now me. And the... Now.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems, but it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down. If you're ready, we leave at once.
Good girl. Time to fight. Mistakes. Thanks, Gal. This one's awake. Let's see what's inside. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. Safe.
Farewell.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man? Are you all right?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though.
More likely than...
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you could...
Not so lowly. Do you remember selling to a merchant?
Bought a cuirass for it, didn't stop it.
It's not her.
Well...
You should be.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to pray, and I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from... I'd dearly like... Actually...
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that. If your man's as skilled as he sounds...
You sure?
Well, and thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it.
In that case?
I'd be much obliged. Right. You send your blacksmith my...
Will do. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn.
And we're with a bit of luck. How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this.
Here's your...
He said he wouldn't teach you how to, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded.
So that's his good few times too. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that. Oh, this is fine work.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the...
Camille, I believe.
I thought there ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was... Turns out, he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather working...
Then we better keep this close to...
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept on still. I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway.
It's good to have you back.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble getting. Anyway, enough nattering. I've got work to be getting.
Looks like we won't be needing a new black.
As if there was a better one. I wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn. Right, now that's sorted. Thanks, Clive.
What do I owe the honor? Not saying Fornian, do you? That it? Fine.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they slaughter you.
All this fuss over a few dark. All right, there's. How's that hunt?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. You're a gent, right then. Now, the Telemon Malembic.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which...
There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
What?
Well, We happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest leather. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. See? I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well,
that's the spirit. Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No, for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavours. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I wrote. And I'm telling you, there's...
Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Oh, really?
This won't take... I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Perhaps sharing it?
That bastard still, Hugog. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. The metal itself wasn't any... You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even
So that's what's troubling?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp?
And if you knew how to, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about...
I'll see what I can... Sharp a sword, and we can't have our master blacksmith being...
You're a soft touch, but I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this. You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about...
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that.
Little wonder. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into... Which made it nice and easy finding a...
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like... Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons, and he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my fate. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil. Where...
Thank you, Karen.
Oh.
I appreciate the...
I got peppers to numb your tongue. But there were ghosts at the gates, not days. Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
Sid. Oh, you're... Should I be worried?
Jill,
All lies.
your Stolas said that Dalamil has abandoned.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and...
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place, but the fact is, I have more
What did you say to me?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus, and at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits, which I've tried reasoning with a dissenting.
Perhaps we could talk.
What makes you think?
What makes you...
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the...
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit, and you cannot fill empty bellies with that.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you. Come back when you're ready to talk like that.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And
I was about to ask you this.
Costness is in chaos. And the markets of all the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably op. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same, these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to that.
I hope so.
Haven't we had enough fight?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to...
My reputation will be...
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before...
Pardon the...
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please, his lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests around.
Radim!
Very good. Would you mind stepping up?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any...
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be kept.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen. A single-edged sword. It was purchased.
Ah, you know...
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is with...
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw what the thieves want.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disroute.
And that's where I'm headed.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your trial.
That will be very kind.
Farewell.
So?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason, but if left to smolder, that anger and fear could...
My thoughts are... Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Outlaw?
Well, if it were my... He'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make... While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other, it may still be possible to make... Before presenting them,
And that would be
to pool our resources and save the...
when all that fear and anger can be directed.
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to...
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the...
A pleasure, mate.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords aside. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men?
Absolutely. We'll show those bastards...
I can't believe that.
Conrad's not what you called the... And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid.
Oh, I'm ruined. My shop. Why would anyone...
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill...
Indeed, sir. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine. It is only a matter of time.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regret. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the... Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow.
All right, if it will help to protect my... But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive.
She's all right.
No, I didn't say it was good. Merely that now my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
I'm scared.
good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat great with time.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before.
I take it your scouts found...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they marched for Dalamir all.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want the whole...
I have a feeling. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the stakes I concede are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
Then we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the...
Without you, there would have been no... You saved us, Conrad.
We all say.
Conrad seems to have had a change.
I'd say they...
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us?
The plan, granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits out of...
Come now, Victor. Why, we are united. As for you, Sid...
I'll take that. mistakes.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Get him!
This must be Ignax. Nothing seems to be done. All right.
I hear I have you. What shall I call?
Wyvern.
For me? Well, what Redeem here tells me you wished for an audio.
A few moments of your time.
You're a peculiar.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged...
Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Outer Isles, far, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second. There's a brutal sort of beauty.
But how do they hone such?
Why, they use wet stones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legend, a mineral quite foreign to this great realm. And that is the key. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rent. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade, and a far more fit.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time.
I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of Q. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel.
And there are many other...
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron is a perennial... Farewell, Wyvern, may our path... Redeem!
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, master. Coming, my lord.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such now. Let's see what Blackthorn makes of this west. Sorry for the word, and hopefully you'll agree.
You learned something about...
I did better. Yes. But not one you'll find any...
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse...
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled, but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a slip. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it. If swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single... Nah. No point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a... But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. Now that's something, and what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that. Just imagine it. Good Valasthian steel, with an edge as sharp as any found in the... I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just...
I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your... You come and find me when you've got the material.
Right.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be? And?
No use calling Ambrosia now. Hope there aren't any more of them. Good girl.
Yeah!
Certainly quiet. If I were to Tantalope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
This one. Get him.
Now. Will it be enough? I say that answers, which means we owe the lawsman our thing. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. I feel good, boy.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. So, Molly's leftovers will teach me for treating you like... All right, now we know what you're after. I can see about getting...
Speaking of which, I brought one for later.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank Tomes for me.
I was just on my way.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Ah, were you able to...
We were indeed, lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And
very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's... Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's...
About how she somehow woke the...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions. The Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal.
What do you suggest?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one. I consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been done, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected.
He has seemed more.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not.
Oh.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha.
And you, Clive.
Otto said he'd been attacked by Akashic.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first... There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than... The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, there's... What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never... Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to...
We're on our way.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Them not. Not a chance.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of height.
If you've come to rob this...
You are mistaken. We're here by Madame Martha.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of...
Wade's men? But how did you... Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the...
When did Wade and his...
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned. and we agreed it was best we...
Martha! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics, and they got wounded!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about that.
You look after everyone here.
I will.
What are you after? Take care out there, eh?
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to But what about... I didn't... Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for...
Martha seemed to think you might need some, and by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do it.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking it.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a heart.
A second.
Feel like finishing?
Always.
Jill and I will make fit. You'll need to move the injured with...
Don't you worry about...
The moment my man...
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
This one. Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the next.
Then we make for Martha's while we...
What did you find out?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are... Hopefully we'll have enough time.
How many of your men were...
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to... It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need... The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the...
Well, when you put it like that...
My lord, there's some... Oscar? It is an honor. I am Oscar.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had...
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. Well, go on, then. Yes. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I, and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oath.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy... not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean... It's all right. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be... You were a squire once? And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle.
I would not have it.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Was wondering when you had owls from all our friends. How is it you always manage to arrive at...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the...
let's see. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys, too.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you. Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
How may I help you today, Clive? Your benefactors are a generous lot. Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me.
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales. The ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with that, which almost certainly means they had...
Perhaps.
They were...
Seems the hideaway has lost its
Blasted
appetite.
book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a...
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and, you remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped?
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never...
Only...
Ever. And?
You...
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers.
So the fabled Sanbriquois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortris never failed. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortris...
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very colour of the sea beside which...
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortris of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish.
Meaning that if I find one,
Best of luck, Clark. And...
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
What am I...
Is everything all right? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I think Nan might be in trouble.
It's all right.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like...
Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Forker, saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. Lady Karen.
Not Neil.
You're doing good trade, then? Both.
What exactly? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a blood...
Just... all right. I'm here...
Oh. Are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my...
All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been...
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocent? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the... But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to...
No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a...
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't caught up. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, I'm going to find out that trader. He said they were all talking about her, and so that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen.
Oh, but that's why you'll be coming with me.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't...
What do you reckon we should do? I say we...
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales.
No.
Well, not...
And just how long hasn't...
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We
Just like Miss Mididol showed...
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creation?
Because that's the only way to become an...
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together.
Well, then your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the put...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
You three need to learn to take responsibility. So let's have a look at these parts with fresher. All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scale. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might... You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like a...
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride?
I'll think about it. Now...
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things...
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for... But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little...
Probably not.
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. which means something must hold the chains. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mirrodol's dungeon is full of them.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that...
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it.
we know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to. So, let's put the pieces together first. See...
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't...
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings. And then the arms hold the pans.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with...
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who...
That's right. We're Miss Mid...
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mirrodol and Miss Shirley, I'd say...
You hear that?
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss...
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Is a storm coming, Sid? What? Well?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or they dismantled them to see how they were.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been, although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry. I shall see that the children are properly...
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her... She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the high...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war... To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow, but that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said...
Which explains her... She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure that...
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others...
be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a foreign scout. If Campbell was attacked, she will already be
I'll visit her. It's a different case.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive. With better manners.
You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed our camp. There's a village not far from...
Rest. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go round it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Right. I got here in time.
Over here!
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and...
Another survivor?
His...
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brother. Tabor is safe thanks to you. You seem familiar.
You must have me confused.
Wait.
Son of a whore. I was there! In Kosnis when you killed my brothers! I was there in Rosalith when you killed my command.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who fought.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be...
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to...
My oath?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance.
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer.
Man.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, just know that I will.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began. and set a course due south.
For Canva? Then it is Waluda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us! We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity!
How dare you!
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools! Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Welcome, welcome. Anything else? Of course. Anything else? Of course. Anything else? Of course. A fine choice.
Is that blade for hire, perchance?
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade. That an elder Dread Evis had been sighted. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of fun.
A hide you want to...
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never... Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast... Now, that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our
All right.
I eagerly await your safe...
Careful how you pack that leather.
Finally. No one was paying me this.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home.
The university?
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened wind. The answers I seek lying just. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead?
Climb the stair.
And the three of them, to be precise. One each to the... I'm here, namely...
I can't promise I'll...
Remember...
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft as phoenix down, but tough as boiled bone.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
Not a scratch on you.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a cottage for me.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the semester.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beast.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair, consider.
Oh, what did I... Oh, come, don't tease me now. Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we?
Guardians of the... I'm pretty...
Fast, but the...
Oh.
Note this...
That can't be right, surely.
I'd rather...
Children, that's all.
And guardians. Nonetheless...
Too many stairs, Bat.
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us with. We'll have a hard time.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a straggling bunch.
Fuck! How the hell did they find it? No one knew where I was keeping that kill.
finest cell swords.
Could be I know something more.
Clive! I found someone who says he's heard the...
Have you?
Go on.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war being waged. The more call for sword. And who will they all turn? Why, the good.
And you've seen this Reaper at...
Aye, you'll find...
Here in Del... Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market. But if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a feeling bowl. Now, if that's...
Sorry to have...
You don't think Nan's...
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store?
Good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse.
All right.
You too, Goots.
You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit.
It was a fairly young... So...
That's up dire boys.
Go on.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he only wanted that bull of a manservant. The dim one always You weren't even supposed...
What were you going to...
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived. But then you... Well... Go on, then.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone. I need to find Goot.
Get your filthy paws off me, you...
Stop calling and stop spreading them horrible lies about...
Well, that will... For they are not lies. Every last word is true.
Goot.
He's gonna kill... He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life, and the lives of that loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime. And I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? Only run along now. You need not pay...
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. Promise me you... or I'll...
Goots!
Enough!
Karen, but how did you...
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking up? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in me fairy, though it was just. I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've... What was it we called you?
You. Everything. It was all. And now you'll finally...
Goots, you...
If you want to piece it, you'll have to go through...
You great. Out of the way, I can... So, you remember what you told me when we lost an eye for an eye? Wise words, sir. And now... Sorry to keep you.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wished. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of it. After all,
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the set. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his... So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients... Always knew he'd be back one day, but he crossed a line dragging Pug. He didn't hurt you?
No, Nan, but...
Well, if he does, let's we take the other eye, then we work our way down. But something tells me the wet right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention.
Remind me never to cross you. Good girl.
Yeah!
Don't get surrounded. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fighting yet.
Get him!
it's off my hands, the better.
Faster!
No mistakes. Here's your...
Clear, drawing. Very. Do
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under sea.
Good girl.
Yeah! Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
You deserve a rest. It's over.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Come on. Run like the wind.
Then let us be rid of them.
Don't get surrounded.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
What's happened? The guards at the gate are in a right old panic.
If we're going to do this, we'll need...
Clive, it just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone...
And what talents...
Why, your fearlessness.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos, and Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get... But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means...
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain...
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more. And for an attractive...
So where does my skill with the...
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, so we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden. The place was abandoned a long time ago. But when the men moved out...
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to... encourage them. Axia.
Even try.
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
All right.
I'm...
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Must have been a nice place once.
Will be again.
I think that's the last.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
This is no time to ride.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Something the matter, Thea? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust...
I shall.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes, but enough about him.
It's done.
You made...
I should go.
Don't let me... but she'll only get... I'll explain...
All right. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock.
Thank you, Claire. Here. Well then, now that you have laid the ground, I suppose the first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is...
You're still in again?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been tricky. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with, but we shall...
Well...
I'm not...
Ah, you wanted it.
The man I was watching, he represents the Silver Peak
I don't think I've...
Well, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest...
And you'd rather
I would rather she did what me. And I would never deny her such an... Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like... But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one... I won't let her give up on her dreams again. She freed me from my... And she must be freed from...
You're a good man.
I have always been. And I want to... But each time an opportunity to do just that arises,
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over, though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then. These bearers aren't going to move them. That's a job.
taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't...
You know what you have to... Clive, as you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally...
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than his revenge.
It is the one, and it is all that...
But what of Lostwing?
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, but... there are those among us who cannot fight. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do... But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay as safe. And so, Clive, will you take them to your hideaway?
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
Fly, Ambrosia.
That'll do, girl. Everyone. Quinton is... He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a...
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it were... We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with it. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. That we get to see justice.
I hope so.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking...
Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to... We can't let Quinton die before...
All right. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east. Through the...
Promise us, Sid.
Nothing like a little unrest to fill the coffers, eh?
Let the dame hear you say that.
Come on.
Clive. Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin.
Which is more than I can say. They followed me, without question, all the way here.
This must be the guard dog, Quentin. I'll hold it up.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. Don't let their sacrifice be in...
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no more guard dog.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from it, just as I dreamed of doing. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might...
Quentin.
Master Quint... Oh.
You.
And so are you. And it's Lostwing.
What?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Get him! out of here!
Get him!
I need to get back to Quentin.